Hi everyone, my name is Joe and I'm a theologian who loves movies and music and all things pop culture. I love seeing how these things intersect with theology. Remember, this is a Theo Bro free zone. We're not interested in trolling or arguing, just in great conversation. You know those people who say they hate Christmas because of all the stress and the noise and the chaos and all the organized craziness? I totally get that. I hate those things too. But what I think they're missing out on is the season of Advent. Advent is one of my favorite times of the year because it's the antithesis of stress, noise, and chaos. For me, Advent is such a time of grounding and psychological comfort. Naturally, Advent is connected to Christmas, but all you have to do is to glance at the various traditions associated with Advent and tap into that to get a deeper, richer sense of the holiday season. One of those is what's called the antiphons. The antiphons began in the Middle Ages and were a chant that was done at evening prayer during the season of Advent. And while it dates back to the medieval period, it's still around today. A more modern and sort of well-known version of it can be found in the popular song, O Come, Emmanuel. It's a really beautiful tradition, and I think even if you're non-religious, I think the sentiment behind it really works to sort of counteract a lot of the things that people say they hate about Christmas. So the first of the antiphons that I'd like to explore is this one. O wisdom of God Most High, guiding creation with power and love, come to teach us the path of knowledge. I really like pondering this because I think for most of us, wisdom leads to knowing things.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Knowing things would be the things we can list off that are factual, and most of us are very knowledgeable of at least one thing. We're knowledgeable about bits of information, but I think the antiphon here is pointing to a wisdom that moves us beyond knowledge. The biblical authors definitely saw God's wisdom as something beyond the knowledge of facts. For the authors of Isaiah, where the antiphons come from, wisdom is associated with this overwhelming feeling of awe and a profound love for all creation. I think of that scene in the movie Contact where Jodie Foster's character has had this experience of the universe via an alien intelligence, and she now has to explain the facts of the event to a group of senators.
You admit that you very well may have hallucinated this whole thing.
Yes.
You admit that if you were in our position, you would respond with exactly the same degree of incredulity and skepticism.
Yes.
Then why don't you simply withdraw your testimony and concede that this journey to the center of the galaxy, in fact, never took place?
Because I can't. I had an experience. I can't prove it. I can't even explain it. But everything that I know as a human being, everything that I am tells me that it was real. I was given something wonderful, something that changed me forever. A vision of the universe that tells us undeniably how tiny and insignificant and how rare and precious we all are. A vision that tells us that we belong to something that is greater than ourselves, that we are not, that none of us are alone. I wish I could share that. I wish that everyone, if even for one moment, could feel that awe and humility and hope.
I think this is the challenge of Advent for this first week. Can we find something that gives us a sense of awe, a sense of the profound beauty of the world? I know for myself, I'm going to go on sort of a news fast. I'm giving up the news, reading the news up until Christmas, just because it depresses me. And I hate that. So I think for me, the key is going to be to encourage me to find beauty and awe over the next several weeks. And I welcome you to do the same thing. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you thought in the comments. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.